Welcome to the Understanding Asthma Research video series brought to you by the Asthma and Allergy Foundation of America's paper project, promoting asthma, patient engagement, and research. This segment will cover clinical research. I'm Dr. Michael Pistoner, an allergist at Mass General Hospital for Children. I'm here to talk to you about the importance of patient engagement in research and how you can help researchers ask the questions that are important to you. Together, we can improve the lives of the people in our communities. After watching this video series, you will have a basic understanding of asthma, be able to recognize some of the common symptoms and triggers, and learn more about uncontrolled asthma and asthma attacks. You'll also understand why it's essential for those with asthma and their caretakers to be involved in asthma research. After watching this segment, you'll have a basic understanding of clinical research. So, what's clinical research? Clinical research studies health and illness in people. Clinical research is called many different things. Some of the various terms used to describe clinical research are clinical trials, clinical studies, medical trials, studies, research trials, and protocols. Researchers may do clinical research to explore the cause of a disease or set of symptoms, to test if a treatment can help with a symptom or a condition, or to learn how certain behaviors affects people's health. Researchers may want to compare one treatment to another or look at how a treatment affects different types of people. Clinical research tests new ways to prevent, detect, or treat disease. So, what does this mean for patients? Treatments can be new drugs or combinations of drugs, new surgical procedures or tools, or new ways to use existing treatments. Clinical trials can also test other aspects of care, such as ways to improve quality of life for people with chronic illnesses. Clinical studies are led by a researcher called the principal investigator, the PI. There is typically a research team, which may include physicians, nurses, social workers, and other healthcare professionals. Clinical research is usually sponsored or paid for by either pharmaceutical companies, academic centers, voluntary groups, nonprofit organizations, federal agencies like the NIH, PCORI, U.S. Department of Defense, and U.S. Department of Veterans Affairs. Also, healthcare providers and other individuals. In the past, research was sometimes conducted without patients' consent. Today, patients must be informed regarding the risks and benefits of participation in clinical research prior to enrolling. They must sign a document called informed consent. If you decided to participate, you can change your mind after the study has begun. This is part of the informed consent process. Informed consent provides potential study participants with information about the clinical trial so they can decide whether they want to enroll. Details about the risks, benefits, or alternatives of joining the trial are shared. The document must be signed before joining. Even though you sign up, the informed consent document is not a contract of any kind, and participants can withdraw from a study at any time for any reason. Additionally, to ensure the health of participants, a clinical study is done according to a research plan known as the research protocol. It answers specific research questions and ensures the health of participants. This protocol will include the reason for conducting the study, who can participate, the number of participants needed, the schedule of tests, procedures, or drugs and their dosages, the length of the study, and what information will be gathered about participants. Oversight is provided by an institutional review board, sometimes referred to as an IRB. The IRB is a group of doctors, researchers, professors, and members of the community. In fact, any of us could be part of an IRB group. Their job is to review protocols and informed consent documents, and then approve or disapprove the research study. The IRB review confirms that a study is ethical and that the rights and welfare of the participants are protected. Today, there are rules and regulations that ensure everyone's safety and protect participants from harm. Clinical studies have rules that are listed in the research protocol outlining who can and who can't participate. Some studies seek participants who have the illness or conditions that will be studied. Some studies are looking for healthy volunteers, and some studies are limited to a predetermined group of people asked by researchers to enroll. The factors that qualify someone for participation in a clinical study are called inclusion criteria. The factors that disqualify someone from participation are called exclusion criteria. Inclusion and exclusion criteria are based on characteristics such as age, gender, type and stage of disease, previous treatment history, and other existing medical conditions. Do you want to participate in clinical research? Participating in a clinical study contributes to medical knowledge. The results of these studies can make a difference in the care of future patients. Some trials may provide participants with the possibility of receiving direct medical benefits, while others may not. If you're interested in participating in asthma or allergy clinical trials, ask your healthcare provider, contact a local asthma or allergy specialist or academic center, or visit afa.org, clinicaltrials.gov, or pcori.org. This presentation has been brought to you proudly by Asthma and Allergy Foundation of America, with funding by the Patient-Centered Outcomes Research Institute, PCORI.